At deposition, didn't you say that what you did was compare Mr. Depp's performance in lots of pirate movies against his deposition testimony here?
What I said was I've seen Mr. Depp do apology ads. I remember he did an apology ad with Bad Dog with no delay in process speed. I've seen him interact with the media regarding to that. I saw no delay in processing speed.
Amber Heard's legal team made a huge blunder when they invited someone as careless as Dr. David Spiegel as their expert witness. Dr. Spiegel broke an ethical rule when he testified in court about the Pirates of the Caribbean star's behavior without examining him in person. This proved to be very costly for Amber and is still causing her problems. But how so? Keep on watching to find out. Spiegel was brought in by Heard's lawyer Elaine Bredehoff to back their arguments against Depp with his assessment of the actor as a psychiatrist. The doctor's opinion elicited several objections from the Pirates of the Caribbean star's legal team, who later grilled him about his experience on the topic of intimate partner violence that his claims against the actor centered around.
That this Goldwater rule applies to, it's professional opinions.
So again, I'll reiterate that would come down to essentially nullifying witness testimony, expert witness testimony, without direct evaluation. And as we know, it didn't happen. But regardless of that, the whole expert witness testimony thing would be basically rendered null and void.
So, not only did Dr. Spiegel not interview Depp himself before making any evaluations or forming any opinions, he basically cherry-picked all the pieces of evidence out of context that fit his agenda in order to prove his point. And this is illegal. Depp's lawyer Wayne Dennison sparred with Spiegel over the American Psychiatric Association's Goldwater rule, which notes that psychiatrists have a responsibility to participate in activities contributing to the improvement of the community and the betterment of public health. But they should not give a professional opinion about public figures whom they have not examined in person, and from whom they have not obtained consent to discuss their mental health in public statements. The rule comes under Section 7 of the APAS Principles of Medical Ethics and is named after former U.S. Senator and 1964 presidential nominee Barry Goldwater.
The deposition that the professional opinions you rendered were inconsistent with the Goldwater rule.
Yeah, my first was inconsistent. If we're saying that if the Goldwater rule says, and I very much said that during deposition, that the Goldwater rule was made for presidents and public figures such as that, but regardless of that, because that's what it was made for, it's not made for.
According to Spiegel, he had requested to interview Depp twice but had been refused by his lawyers. Nonetheless, many believe he may have violated ethical guidelines by testifying about Depp's psychological traits without examining him personally. Celebrity divorce attorney Christopher C. Melcher chimed in on the discussion. It was an ethics violation by Dr. David Spiegel to testify about Johnny Depp's psychological traits without evaluating him. Melcher wrote on Twitter, Spiegel acknowledges the rule against giving opinions about people they have not evaluated but does it anyway. For the American Psychiatric Association, Ethics Rule 7.3, it is unethical for a psychiatrist to offer a professional opinion unless he or she has conducted an examination and has been granted proper authorization for such a statement. It's called the Goldwater Rule. Ethical rules were created to maintain the legitimacy of the profession and to keep psychs from giving uninformed opinions. Melcher continued, the American Psychological Code of Conduct 9.01 allows for a record review, only when an evaluation is not necessary and the psychologist explains the limitations of their opinions. Legal experts weren't the only ones discussing this blunder. The netizens also had a visible reaction to this. One user tweeted, Heard's expert based his opinion about Depp's mental health on his performance as Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean and cherry-picked documents presented to him by Heard's side. He admitted in his deposition that by rendering such opinions, he was being unethical. Another fan added, I think it odd how anyone can make a diagnosis via watching video or reading. Surely his testimony should be struck. He was factually incorrect about things too. There was also the huge Pirates of the Caribbean movie comparison blunder made by Dr. Spiegel.
At deposition, didn't you say that what you did was compare Mr. Depp's performance in lots of pirate movies against his deposition testimony here?
What I said was I've seen Mr. Depp do apology ads. I remember he did an apology ad with Bad Dog with no delay in process speed. I've seen him interact with the media regarding to that. I saw no delay in processing speed. All I'm saying.
Let me ask you about Pirates, though. You compared Pirates to the to the depositions given in this case.
Then I apologize for what I said. Then I misspoke.
You misspoke? You didn't make the comparison?
right?
Oh no, he wasn't done with his antics. Shockingly, during his testimony, Dr. Spiegel also used these derogatory remarks against Johnny Depp.
During your deposition, what were the circumstances under which you decided to call Mr. Depp an idiot?
Under somebody call Mr. Depp an idiot?
Yeah, you called Mr. Depp an idiot in your deposition. Why?
Oh, I think. Okay. So I think it was in the context. I think it was in the. You probably should read the context of it, because I think the context was, and I'm trying to think back. Okay. And what I thought it was related to was if you're coming to some deposition, okay. And again, I'm thinking back. So you have it in front of you. I don't. So I'm thinking back where he's coming in from Europe for a deposition, video deposition that he gave, and he took an overnight the night before. And what I think I said was that if you're going to do a major thing to a trial that you're involved with, I think you'd be an idiot to come in the night before.
All right.
So I didn't call Mr. Depp an idiot. I certainly called that planning an idiot. I didn't call him an idiot.
That's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.